Yo, what up, and welcome to a new L.M.S.V. Yo, what up? And welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of L.M.S.V. Now, first of all, happy 10-year anniversary of my channel, of now the Qniverse, which of course started off as DC Strike 100, and that's also the reason why I kept it part the name of this channel, because, you know, for the first 6 years of this channel it was known as DC Strike 100, and then it became the Qniverse as I got older. So yeah, and in order to kind of like celebrate a decade here on the internet, which is like crazy, I literally grew up on the internet. Like, I wasn't constantly in front of the camera, but you can definitely, like, especially over the last, what, 3 to 4 years, you literally saw me grow my hair out. Like, I used to have shaved sides, like, for real. And now I'm like Thor. So, well, you know, depending on which variant of Chris Hemsworth Thor you want to go with, but you know what I'm talking about, like Thor the Dark World, you know, that sort of thing. Regardless, yeah, I really grew up on the internet. I literally became an adult on the internet. That's weird. In a way that feels very strange. But in a way to kind of like celebrate the fact that I've been on YouTube for over a decade now, I want to show some love to my original name, DC Strike 100, or just DC, by making this logo for it. And not just that, back in the day, oh, I already sound like an old fuck now, but when I first started, I didn't really know how to make my own thumbnails, so I would, you know, more often than not simply choose one of the 3 thumbnail options YouTube would give you. They still do that when you upload a video, and I would just choose one of their selected thumbnails. I would never make my own, but you know, over the years, over the past decade, oh my god. This is also the only time I will be addressing this, because it only makes me feel very fucking old. I'm trying to age like a fine wine, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like, god damn, I really have a big ass history on this platform and the internet. It's fucking insane. So I'm not trying to humble brag, absolutely not, but yeah, it is crazy. So you can literally hear my voice change. I might make a little video of my voice changing over the years, you know, like 1 audio per year, so you can really hear how my voice went from like, hey guys, to like, hi. So, regardless, like, obviously for the past couple of years, ever since really taking this job more serious, I've been making my own thumbnails, so I wanted to go back and show some love to the past version slash variants of myself by actually making proper thumbnails. No, I'm not doing the thing that Anthony Customs does, where, you know, I'm not calling him out, but just, you know, to let you know the difference between Anthony Customs and myself when it comes to the thumbnails. I'm not gonna grab a white screen, put the figure in front of it, have it in HD and all that good stuff. No, I'm actually gonna use the footage from the actual video in order to, well, not lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you about the quality of the video. Like, this was, you know, 10 years ago when I did my first video of like Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Cyberverse, Optimus Prime, or Jet Mode Optimus Prime, regardless. And I think it's like at 480p or 720p. So I'm just using the quality of the actual video and throwing it in Photoshop with the new logo, of course, and, you know, just center framing and basically make it look good, in order to show some love to the past versions of myself that always kept on pushing regardless of whatever I went through, like the apocalypse, copyright strikes. Like, the amount of videos I've had to delete are like maybe double the amount that's still on this channel. It is nuts. Like, for those who have been rocking with me for the past decade, thank you so much. Much love to you. You know that, you know, I used to have Toy Story videos, stop motions, and they would have millions of views. Like, if you would add up all my videos that are still on this channel plus the ones I had to delete, it would basically be around 80 million views. And the fact that a lot of new followers, and if you're new, welcome to the Qniverse. If you like it, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, the fact that new people don't know that fact about my channel, that I actually had a lot more views than the current total amount shows. It's fucking bonkers. But you know, it is what it is. We roll with the punches. And I'm just proud of myself that I always kept going, because the amount of times I wanted to quit is unreal. So yeah, but I always kept on pushing, and I still am. So I'm trying to get remonetized and doing my best. And I'm gonna work hard, give you the good quality content for you to love and enjoy. But yeah, just wanted to say happy 10-year anniversary of my channel to you, for those who have been rocking me, and even to those who are new, welcome. I've been on this platform for 10 years, so there's a lot of content for you to watch and enjoy, hopefully. So yeah. Anyway, the second big thing I wanted to say is actually a big warm welcome to Sinclair, who has become a Space Ranger level Patreon supporter, well, on my Patreon page. So welcome to the Qniverse. You're now a proper Space Ranger, which means I'm gonna make you as a Buzz Lightyear Star Command Space Ranger, and once that's all good and dandy, I'll, you know, send it to you. But you already know this, we already talked. So yeah, welcome Sinclair to the Qniverse as a proper Space Ranger. If you want to become a proper Space Ranger as well, or a legendary Space Ranger, or a commander, or just simply a cadet, I'll put a link to my Patreon page down in the description below, and you can just select a level and join the Qniverse as a certain Space Ranger rank. So yeah, just wanted to welcome Sinclair properly to the Qniverse as a Space Ranger. So there you go. Thank you so much for wanting to support me on a more personal level and on that platform. So yeah, big shout out to you. Now, for Season 2, Episode 5 of L.M.S.V, we're gonna take a closer look at Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Now this is a custom minifigure, and I can actually show it to you right now. Here it is, and it's not just your ordinary custom minifigure. This is a fusion, a Qniverse custom, of two already existing custom minifigures. Now I will put a link, like I said, to my Patreon page, to the build kit for this custom minifigure, because it has been a minute since I know the facts, like which variants I bought. I think I do know, but I don't, you know, I want to be 100% certain. But you know, after filming this, I will look up the details. I will make the build kit for this minifigure, and I'll post it on my Patreon page if you want to have it for yourself. But yeah, this is a very unique minifigure based on a very unique and awesome Joker. Now, for those who have been watching my other L.M.S.V showcases as well, and if you haven't, I'll put a link to my L.M.S.V playlist for you to watch and enjoy if you're into that sort of thing. You don't have to watch it, but if you love Lego, you're gonna love this series. Seriously, you're gonna love it. But for those who have watched it, especially my Telltale series Joker showcase, you know that my favorite Joker is Heath Ledger Joker. That's the one I saw in the cinema back in the day, and you know, I fell in love with that version, and I really love it. And ever since Heath Ledger's Joker, there was always this big pressure on who's gonna be the next Joker. Kind of similar to like who's gonna be the next Batman after Christian Bale, which turned out to be Ben Affleck, who, you know, nailed it. And I do look forward to seeing him in the Flash movie, though everything surrounding Ezra Miller, I'm not gonna go to the cinema itself. I'll just wait until it drops on a certain platform, watch it that way. You know, I'll find a way to watch it. But I do look forward to seeing Ben Affleck again one last time as Batman. But with the Joker, the pressure was definitely on, you know, whoever was gonna become the next Joker. And when it was announced that Joaquin Phoenix was gonna become the next Joker, I was actually kind of excited and nervous, because the last time I saw Joaquin Phoenix in a movie, and yeah, this is definitely something else, was in Gladiator, when he was, I don't know if he was Caesar, I don't think he was Caesar, but he was basically the emperor, or the, you know, the leader and villain of that movie. So I was kind of like, whoa, that's interesting. And you know, I just looked up a couple of pictures, and there was already some fan art going around. Yeah, I was all for it, especially when I realized that Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger were kind of like close. I don't know how close, but they did seem like cool with one another. So that was kind of like a relief for me. Like, okay, there was some love there, you know, between the two. And when we saw the first trailer, I was really getting excited, because I loved the way he looked. And I actually went to the premiere of that movie, and right before I went there, I already looked up a custom minifigure Joaquin Phoenix Joker in case I would like him. And literally 10 minutes, I'm not kidding, I even posted it on my Qniverse Instagram page. I put a link to that one, as well as my DJ Strike 100 Instagram page down in the description below. I even posted it on there like 10 minutes into the movie, 10 to 30 minutes into the movie. I was already in love with Arthur Fleck, this Joker, and with Joaquin Phoenix's performance. I loved it. Literally like 10 to 30 minutes into the movie, I was already in love with it. So once I had seen the movie, instantly ordered the first custom minifigure for this fusion. And later on I just bought the second custom minifigure that was needed. And yeah, I really love it. And I actually went to a DC expo, like an art expo, maybe like a week and a half ago. And I actually saw this suit, the suit that Joaquin Phoenix wore in the movie, in person. So, and it was, you know, it was obviously, it had a mannequin and the outfit was over it. And seeing it in person, that's also kind of why I chose to wear this for the video. So yeah, to kind of like emanate that same warm red tint in a way. But yeah, absolutely loved Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. So without further ado, let's take a quick closer look at the Qniverse custom minifigure of Joaquin Phoenix Joker right now. And here he is, and as you can see, the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's version, otherwise known as, of course, Arthur Fleck. From here on out, I'm just gonna call him Arthur, or the Joker. Looks absolutely spectacular. I really love it. And the fact, again, that this is a custom minifigure just goes to show how far the custom Lego minifigure community has come. And yeah, I'm proud to be part of it. And yeah, it just looks amazing. The red just fucking pops. And I just love the expression on his face. Yes, he has a double-sided face that we're gonna take a close look at in a second. But yeah, man, I really love this Joker. The fact that they actually made his laughing, quote-unquote, gimmick, that they actually made it a disorder, was just pretty fucking genius if you ask me. Like, we literally see Arthur's entire journey from, you know, living this bad life, not bad as in like drugs dealing or anything like that, but just a very unhealthy and unhappy life, to becoming the Joker himself. And by the end of it, with that blood smile on his face, I love it. Like, the chaos that was shown by the end of it was spectacular. And the whole thing is, this was a real like make or break kind of movie, you know, because there was no Batman. Yes, there was Bruce Wayne, but he was a kid. So they couldn't just do the latest Marvel movies have a tendency to do, and the same goes for the series. And there's, well, and Star Wars as well. Like, I'm not throwing shade, just calling out the facts, where they show a lot of cameos. Like, remember this fun character? Here he is, you know? But they couldn't rely on that with this. They couldn't be like, oh, here's Joker facing off against Nightwing or Red Robin or Red Hood or Batman or Catwoman. You know, they couldn't do the cameo shtick. You know, like, remember this guy? They couldn't do that. This was literally taking place pretty far in the past, and I really love it because you see his struggle, you see his mental struggle, and oh my god, like the only thing that really creeped me out was not the blood smile, love that, was not the fact that he killed Robert De Niro's character in a pretty fucking awesome way. It was not that, it was the fact that he was kind of looking anorexic. You know, he was paper thin. Like, Arthur was paper thin, and that creeped me out. I just, I can't. It's just, I feel so fucking sad for the person. You know, whether it's a choice or not, it just hurts to see. You know, like, it pains me to see that. I'm like, oh my god, I wanna hug them. I wanna bring them to Burger King or whatever kind of place and just stuff them full. Like, please put on some weight. Like, oh my god, you know, like, I care, please. You know, it's their choice, obviously, but when you see Arthur shirtless and he's doing that kind of crazy, but like a good kind of crazy dancing stuff, I love it. Like, I love that. But seeing his body, oh my god, it reminded me of Christian Bale from that one movie. I don't think it was a hit, but like, oh, when he's paper thin. Like, quick warning, I will actually show a little gif or image of Christian Bale, and it's just gonna appear for just a second to give context. So if you can't handle that kind of thing, here's a warning. Skip ahead like 10 seconds and then you're good. So yeah, here's the image. But yeah, oh my goodness, when we see Arthur just paper thin, I was like, oh my god, I feel so sad for Arthur. You know, you want to see him do well. They literally make you root for the villain in this movie, and because we see his struggle, we understand it, and therefore we actually start rooting and cheering him on. So when he does finally become the Joker, well, not finally, this story was written like fucking fantastic. fantastically, and I loved it because the pacing, well, like I said, the pacing was fantastic. You're not like, oh my god, when are we gonna finally see the Joker? No, it's literally just a cool vibe. You go through it, everything makes sense, and you see there's plenty of Joker moments in the movie, and yeah, that ending was icing on the cake, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, obviously I had to make a custom minifigure fusion. Now going over the basic facts. Here he is from the front, and here he is from the back. Again, the printing continues all the way around. Well, not with the boots, but apart from that, there's back printing, there's arm printing. Again, I really love this minifigure. But here he is from his left side. Again, like I said, the printing continues on his actual arms. This is so cool. Sorry, I'm actually geeking out right now. I'm sorry, but here he is from his right side. Again, I love it. And also the fact that his Joker face, it's not a chemical thing. Like, it's just straight up makeup. And I like that because it makes sense for the character and it looks really good. And here he is again from the front, but with his second face, the more stern looking face, the more annoyed and disappointed facial expression. And again, they nailed it. Like, I love this look. It is so accurate to Arthur, and also Arthur's interaction with Thomas Wayne. Yo, that was sad, but his interaction with Bruce, yo, I don't know if you saw the movie, but just go watch that clip. Like, just look up, you know, the Joker or Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Joker meeting Bruce Wayne. That shit, I was like, yo, this is crossing a couple lines, my man. You're getting a little close now. You know what I mean? Like, this could traumatize Bruce. Obviously, he already gets traumatized, you know, in the years to come. But like, oh my god, that shit, like, I was rooting for Arthur, but when he was doing that, I was like, Arthur, yo, you, keep your hands to yourself, my man. Come on now. So, yeah, but again, I love this look. And the interaction, like I said, he had with Thomas was sad and painful. But again, he looks so cool. Again, his disappointment in basically society, the world, the status quo at that point in time, and wanting to do something about it and actually walking the walk. This man, like, I really fucking loved Joaquin Phoenix's variant of the Joker. I think Todd Phillips made it. I could be wrong, but regardless, I love this version of the Joker. And again, it's just what we needed. We needed a grounded movie focusing on just the Joker himself. If they were gonna do it, you better gonna do it right. And they did. They did the character right. There are so many different variants of the Joker, from Heath Ledger's Joker to the Telltale series Joker, you know, with John Doe. There are so many different variants of the Joker, and they had to nail it. There was no ifs and buts about it. They had to nail it, and they did. They stuck the landing, and again, that ending was phenomenal. Now, I'm still not sure about the sequel because I'm not a fan of the whole singers doing the acting thing. I'm not saying it's bad, absolutely not. There are some phenomenal artists that can do both music and acting at the same time and just crush, you know what I mean? But fucking Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn, I'm sorry, but I would rather have seen Margot Robbie perform it again. Or them casting someone new, giving someone, you know, a new actress a shot at being the Harley Quinn, as long as it's accurate to the source material. Yeah, if they give someone new a chance, you know, I'm tired of the character roster, so to speak. So I'm not saying I hate Lady Gaga. I absolutely don't. I don't listen to her music. You know, I grew up, you know, with some of her music. Not a fan of her, but I don't have anything against her when it comes to music, but I don't want to see her as Harley Quinn. I would rather see them give another woman a shot. You know, as long as it's accurate to the source material, I'm all for that. Give someone new a chance, someone new to enter the scene and hit us with a good old wow factor, you know, really make a statement with their performance as Harley Quinn, not, oh, here's this known artist. You know what I mean? Could be a bitch point or me bitching a little bit, but it is what it is. But it's also because I love this Joker so much, and I hope that she does it well. That's all I can hope for. I hope that Lady Gaga crushes it as Harley Quinn, and that I do like her. You know, if she can do it better than Margot Robbie, that's a win in my book. But Margot Robbie is the bar. that's where it's at. But again, I absolutely love this minifigure. It's a custom minifigure and it's fantastic. And again, I cannot stop talking about how much I love Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. I'm so happy it was a success, and he got an award for it, and that was icing on the cake. And his speech where he quoted his, what I think is his younger brother, who he also named his first son after. Oh my god, that almost brought me to tears. Like, talk about an emotional speech. That did it. Like, that did it. What a beautiful speech, and I'm so glad that he got a reward in the form of an award for his performance as the Joker, and I hope we're gonna see more appearances from him as the Joker in the future, not just in the upcoming sequel, but also in the years to come. I would love that. So final thoughts on Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, this custom Qniverse fusion minifigure. What is my verdict on a scale of 1 to 10? It's gotta be what, a 9.8? Come on, I love it. The only thing I might change is the hairpiece, but I think it's pretty accurate to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker hairstyle. Obviously I wasn't gonna go for the Telltale series hairpiece, and there aren't a lot of, you know, Joker green colored hairpieces out there, but I think this will suffice. I really love it. Like I said, if you want to have this minifigure for yourself and you want to get all the parts, link in the description to my Patreon page. And again, if you want to become a Space Ranger in the Qniverse, again, link in the description to my Patreon page. Shout out to Sinclair once more for becoming a Space Ranger in the Qniverse. And yeah, I really love this minifigure, and I'm super glad that I've included him into L.M.S.V. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to say about this awesome custom minifigure. So if you liked it, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So from the Joker himself, as well as from yours truly, I hope you had an awesome day. I wish you an awesome day. And I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Now let's go to the character roster, because you have now officially unlocked Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker.